Alright, so here's my attempt at a vlog. This is just going to be a log of my fitness slash cut and random other stuff. So I'm about 35 days into a cut this summer. My current weight is 174.2 as of this morning. My all-time high weight that I started at was 190. I didn't start the cut at 190. I probably started about 180, 185 or maybe like 186 or something like that. But anyway, total weight lost is about 15 pounds right now, which is pretty cool, especially in less than 40 days. The cut has been very aggressive, around 1,300 calories on an average day, give or take maybe 100 calories every now and then, especially if I was, just chilling out that day. And so I'm making one of my meals. This is terrible camera work, but I'm making my second meal for the day right now, which is, and everything's vegetarian. So I'm gonna be making two, what are these called? Morningstar patties I use liquid egg whites on some days. I use cheese on other days and stuff like that. So liquid egg whites, cheese, two Morningstar patties, a bunch of veggies, so I shit clean. And that's gonna be the second meal. I had yogurt, a lot of Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is really good, and I like Siggi's. So I had Greek yogurt with frozen blueberries and trail mix, like cashews, pecans, and raisins and stuff like that for breakfast, and coffee. So that was pretty good. Usually my hunger hits much later in the day, but I also find that once I kind of have my first meal, the seal kind of breaks and I just get really, really hungry. So if I do end up eating earlier in the day like I did today, I do get pretty hungry throughout the day, so I kind of got to keep fueling. But on certain rest days, I might intermittent fast until much, much later in the day and not have my first meal for a while, just because then I can kind of have a little bit more of a appealing meal later in the day, and that's kind of my reward and kind of my way to keep me going. But that's very personal to me because I don't get very hungry in the morning, and I'm sure a lot of people do. So that's just what works for me, and I'm able to just intermittent fast much later into the day and kind of save all my calories for later, especially when I don't need them earlier. I don't need carbs earlier, and I don't need the energy to train. I've also been running more, which is cool because it helps the cut, but also it's just hard, and it's cool to do it because it's hard. So that's definitely been helping the cut, but I also realized that I probably shouldn't be cutting my calories too low to fuel that as well. So today will be a training day, and I will be squatting, which is fantastic. And I've been doing full body a lot lately, following one of the YouTuber Natural Hypertrophy's programs, and it's been going great. I'm about 6 or 7 weeks in now, haven't missed a day, and progress has been great. The back growth and arm growth has been awesome from this program, so I'm very happy with that. I'll try and throw in some training clips, maybe of the squats or something like that in here. And yeah, I said this is going to be like fitness cut related log, but also I'm going to track some personal projects and progress stuff like that. I'm currently trying to work towards doing the CompTIA Security Plus certification, so I've been studying for that, and hopefully this helps me be a little accountable for that. But I've been studying more for it lately, and yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna make this meal, maybe get a clip of me eating it, and then probably get to training within an hour or an hour and a half and yeah. All right, first off, fit check. You got this sick Silver Regime hoodie, the Young LA Cloud shorts, which are really soft and comfy, and yeah, that's all. All right, so I'm back. Just wanted to do a little update. we got the meal right here, looking pretty good. Got a lot of veggies in there, colorful. That's always nice. And I forgot to mention the macros for the meal. So I got Chronometer here, and Chronometer, if you don't know, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like MyFitnessPal, but much better, especially because I think MyFitnessPal costs money now to keep using, which is super stupid. But Chronometer is still free, and the cool part is it also includes micros. I've been using this ever since Derek from More Plates, More Dates mentioned it like years ago. But it's definitely a better app in my opinion, and it's more convenient to use. So for this meal right here, it's about 378 calories. I accidentally added an extra serving of the liquid egg whites, but whatever. And we got, like I said, 375 calories, 41 grams protein, 12 grams carbs, and 14 grams fat. Definitely on the lower end with the carbs, or at least listed. But I think there should be a little bit more carbs from the amount of veggies I added. I don't always track the veggies super accurately, which I don't totally recommend, but I'm kind of cognizant of that, and I kind of leave a little bit of buffer for that in terms of my calories, because the veggies can add up, frankly, which I was surprised with how quickly, especially when you're cutting pretty hard, the veggies do add up. But I got some spinach in there. I got frozen broccoli florets, or florets, however you say it, carrots, peas, corn, and stuff like that. More so for my enjoyment. There's peppers in there too. Peppers honestly can get kind of high calorie when you throw in a bunch in there, but a lot of it's for my enjoyment, because I do enjoy eating veggies and they are good for you, as people say. But yeah, they kind of keep the diet a little more enjoyable, because eating cheese and like fake meat kind of gets boring after a while. Also, this sauce, Melinda's sauce, this stuff is like, okay, 0 calories, so pretty much 0 calories, or like trace calories like sriracha and stuff like that, and they have so many awesome flavors. This is the green sauce, which kind of has it has like green tomatoes and jalapenos, and it works well on a lot of stuff. So highly recommend if you are watching your calories. And sauces also do seriously add up, so don't be stupid and track your meal and then add a pound of sauce on top. That's and then wonder why you're gaining weight. So Melinda's sauce, highly recommend. And with that, I'm going to chomp on this meal and probably head to the gym in about an hour and a half or so. And like I said in the last clip, I've been training for the I've been practicing for the CompTIA Security Plus exam. And yeah, so I've been trying to ramp up on that, and hopefully these videos that I make hold me accountable to that, and maybe I'll talk a little bit more about that, and where I am with it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can talk about it right now, but I'm basically there's 5 major sections to the exam, and I am kind of almost at section 3 right now, and it's a 90-question exam, and it would be very helpful because I am looking towards going into cybersecurity post-grad. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun, and I'm gonna eat this meal and get to it. Alright, so I just finished that last meal, and real quick, I just wanted to shoot the shit about what the point of these videos are, and I feel like saying that out loud will make it make more sense for me. So there's a lot of stuff that I like to do, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, and instead of just saying that I want to do them or whatever it might be, lately I've actually started doing them. Running is an example of that. The Security Plus exam, actually, studying for it and stuff like that, examples of that. And I usually have trouble sticking to things like that. But lately it's been better, and I feel like saying it out loud and being able to watch it back for myself would help me stay accountable, so that I could, see my own progress from video to video. and obviously this is going on YouTube. So like, if anyone else sees this and is also a me type of person who likes to say a lot and not actually ever start it, and an analysis paralysis by analysis type of person, just start, just figure it out. And I realized that it's honestly not worth it to start something the right way, because you get so much more out of screwing it up and yourself and learning along the way. So don't figure out how to do something the right way before you start. Just start it and do it wrong. Do it wrong a bunch of times. Like, this is probably my most successful cut yet. And I mean, it took so many failed attempts in the past of just starting it wrong, even after looking up all the information in the world, all the like RP strength videos you could. I mean, like, actually that those have been the more helpful ones in recent times, but you get the point. Watching all the types of informational videos I can, looking up all the information I can. On top of that, I'm vegetarian, so that makes it another 2 times harder. But it took a lot of just screwing up and not doing it right until eventually I figured out what worked for me. And that's the big deal, that even though there are really tried and true tested ways, there are always going to be nuances for you, and you have to figure that out just by yourself. There's no other way. So turn off the video, turn off the phone, and just do it. And so that's basically what this is for. And so there's a lot of different things that I've been trying to get into and track my progress in. So obviously fitness, obviously diet, obviously now cardio in general. I quite enjoy kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, but I haven't been able to practice that in a very long time because I don't actually go to a gym, and that's pretty much impossible. I mean, not very fun to train by yourself for, but I do love kickboxing on the heavy bag. I also love rock climbing when I'm able to. And so those are a couple of things that I also want to just keep account of. And also even just small things, like I've been trying to read more this summer. And I have some books here. I got a copy of Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. This cool local bookshop in Florida. It was a really nice copy, and it's a book that I've wanted to have just because it seems like a nice classic book to have. And I'm about, I think, a quarter of the way through. Actually, probably even more than a quarter, because there's a good chunk at the end that's notes by the author. I mean, not the author, Marcus Aurelius, but the publisher's notes. So I cut that last clip because it was going off on a tangent at the end there. But basically what I was talking about was that I kind of want to discuss a passage from the book maybe every now and then. One, to hold me accountable to reading it, and also to I completed my philosophy minor in college, which was pretty nice. And towards the end of it, I was really, really enjoying the readings and being able to analyze them and stuff like that. So this will kind of give me my own way of staying accountable towards keeping up with philosophy and reading and analyzing texts, even if it's just with me and the camera and maybe whoever else sees this. But that's one thing. And then obviously I talked about fitness, and as well as some personal projects related to programming, because I'm a computer science major and want to go into cybersecurity. So we'll be talking about all of those personal aspirations of mine, and even if it's just me and the camera, then I'm fine with that. But if anyone else sees this and gets an ounce of motivation from it, then that's more than enough for me. And yeah, that's what this is for. So it's 3 p.m. right now, and it's been good enough since I ate my scrambled meal, and I'm going to make my which I got this sick-ass John Wick pre-workout from Amazon. This thing is probably laced as hell, and it's probably going to give me all kinds of diseases, but it works, and it tastes pretty good. It tastes like cherries. And yeah, so that's going to get me through my squats today, and I'll try and get a little training clip maybe. That should be fun. But yeah, just going to have fun with it. And I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so we're ready to go to the gym. Today on the menu, we got Smith machine squats, supersetted with easy bar curls. That's a pain. And then we got, what do we have after that? Oh yeah, we got bench and then dumbbell rows. This is all supersetted if I say and. And then lastly, we have V-bar, well, tricep push downs specifically. I like using the V-bar, so V-bar push downs supersetted with cable laterals. And then at the very end, I do sit-ups, just body weight, because I can't be skipping abs, and I haven't been actually, so that's pretty good. Aside from that, we got a couple more we got one more meal left for the day, like one major meal, and probably a protein shake after this. For dinner today, I'm thinking a burrito. I had a burrito yesterday. I have some like Beyond Meat beef crumbles and a bunch of cheese and that like Melinda's garlic Parmesan sauce, and I basically tricked my mind into thinking I'm at T-Bell. But that is one of the ways I just kind of stay accountable again, just making stuff that's actually appetizing and, you know, palatable. So yeah, that's gonna be the rest of the day. Gonna probably try and get a clip of squats. I feel like that would be the most fun clip to have. And yeah, so I never know how to end these clips. I keep rambling. Song for today. All right, just got here and I got my pre. I've been sipping on this through the drive. Just gonna finish the rest of it, and it's just one scoop for today because I actually slept like 10 hours realistically, so I probably don't need this, but just to make sure I definitely get through it, because, you know, lower calories, probably just an extra nudge wouldn't hurt. Yeah, so gonna down this, get in there, hit a good lift, and call it a day. So that is a wrap on the lift. I would say in and out took about 2 hours. Probably an hour 35 to an hour 40 on the lifting part, and then 5 to 10 minutes of cardio afterwards. Just some heavy bag work, which you guys saw in there. There was like a Zumba class that was about to start, so some lady was telling me to leave, and I was like, okay, I'll leave soon. And so I didn't want to make a big deal about it. But also just had a pretty tough lift, so I wasn't complaining about having to cut it short there. Overall, great lift. And I mentioned the program that I'm on by Natural Hypertrophy, the YouTuber. definitely a fantastic program, and it's on the Boost Camp app. If you guys haven't heard of that before, it is such a good app. It is absolutely goated because it's completely free and it has a bunch of free programs by YouTubers that you might watch or something, and you can track your sets, reps from workout to workout, and it's definitely very much a positive like feedback loop, because it sends you reminders of your next workout, and then you see your past workouts progress, and it has like weekly progress updates. So definitely very cool, and you can track progress pictures and stuff on it. So I would highly recommend that if you're kind of in a program limbo right now, so to speak, and don't really know what to do. Definitely check that out. But overall, great lift. Yeah, I would say this program with the super setting, especially with like heavy squats and then heavy easy bar curls right after, you really work your workload and your work capacity, and that's something that most people are definitely not used to, the short rest times. And maybe at first it's not very ideal for hypertrophy, and some would say, just take the longer rest time. But one, if you're constrained on time, it's definitely beneficial. And two, in the long run, I think working your work capacity to be much higher like that can really help you with increasing volume, and volume is king at the end of the day for hypertrophy. If you're able to just pump out sets, very easily and just increase your volume, it becomes super beneficial. And even if it might kind of take you back in the short term, in the long run, I feel like it can have a lot of benefits. So definitely happy with how that's going. Anyway, this will probably be where the video ends. Maybe I'll add a clip to the end or something like that. But all right, I lied. I'm gonna go for a quick run too. I'm not done. It's absolutely golden hour and the weather's nice, so I thought I'll just get out there and do a quick mile just to get the mileage up for the week, start on a good note. Damn.